பயாலஜி இன் தமிழ் கோர்வை சேனல் சார்பாக அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் பெயர் கண்ணதாசன். Today I am going to present my video on pollination part 1. Before we enter into this video, if you like this video, press the like button, share this video to your friends, comment on it, subscribe our channel to receive more such videos in future. Press the bell icon to receive the notification. Now let us enter into the pollination. Pollination is transfer of pollen grains. Transfer of pollen grains. Okay, this is called as pollination. Okay, now let us discuss about one more term. It is coevolution. It is called as coevolution here. Imagine a flower evolved. In order to perform pollination in this flower, another insect also simultaneously evolved. Say example, this is a insect, okay, which evolved along with this there is evolution of this plant species, and this also adapting itself to the flowers of this plant. So it also adapting itself to this plant, and the plant also adapting itself to the insect. Okay, so the both of them are mutually performing their function. It provides food and honey to this insect, and insect gets pollen grains at the same time perform pollination. Very clear? This is called as coevolution. This is one of the important concept here mentioned. Okay, now in a better way I will make you to understand. Suppose this plant species become extinct, automatically this insect also will become extinct. Or otherwise, if this insect species become extinct, this plant species also will become extinct. So that is the impact of coevolution. So this is the second concept. Third concept, pollination take place only in spermatophyta. Pollination take place only in spermatophyte. Okay, what is spermatophyte? If you ask that question, seeded plants. Seeded plants. Understood? There are two groups of seeded plant. One is gymnosperm and another one is angiosperms. Another one is angiosperms. Very clear? Gymnosperm, naked seeded plants. Angiosperm, closed seeded plants. It means seed coat is present here, seed coat is absent here. Okay, now pollination is also different here. Okay, pollen grains directly deposit over the ovule. So it is called as direct pollination here. Whereas in the case of angiosperm, it is called as indirect pollination. It means the pollen grain fall on the stigma, grow through the style, then it reaches the ovule. Okay, then it is called as indirect pollination. Very clear? So first at the introduction level we discussed these three concepts. Please take note of it. Now let us go to the classification of pollination based on the opening or closing of flower. Okay, opening or closing of flower. Okay, there are two categories. One is chasmogamous flowers. Chasmogamous flowers. And another one is clistogamous flowers. Clistogamous flowers. Here flower open. Clistogamous flower never opens, so it is always closed. So here flower opens and facilitate the pollination, facilitate the pollination. Okay, so then it is called as, this type of flowers are called as chasmogamous flower. Here flower opens, the phenomenon is called as chasmogamy. The phenomenon is called as chasmogamy. Okay, and another one is cleistogamy. Now coming down to the cleistogamy, closed. Here the flowers are in a closed condition. Even pollination take place, it is within the flower. Okay, inside the flower. Then it is called as cleistogamous flower. The phenomenon is called as cleistogamy. Okay, now this is one type of classification. And another type of classification of pollination. Okay, so let me write pollination. Self-pollination and cross-pollination. One side it is self-pollination, and another side it is cross-pollination. Cross-pollination. Okay, self-pollination. Now this is a plant. This is a plant, and this is a flower. This is another flower. This is another flower, same plant. This is A flower, this is B flower. Here, pollen grains from this flower transfer to the anther of the, stigma of the same flower. Then it is called a self-pollination. In the same way for this flower. Very clear? Even there is no exchange of flowers between the two different flowers of the same plant. Okay, then it is called as self-pollination. So fundamental definition for self-pollination is, okay, the pollen grains of one flower transferred to the stigma of the same flower, then it is called as self-pollination. It is also called as autogamy. In Greek, autogamy means, okay, autogamy means self-marriage. Auto means self, okay, gamous means marriage. Here it is allogamy. Here it is allogamy. Okay, cross pollination. Now coming down to the cross pollination. Okay, now coming down to the cross pollination. Here, now let me draw one more diagram. This is one plant. Here it consists of two flowers. Okay, one is male flower, assume, and another one is female flower. It means the plant is monoecious. Let me put a symbol. Okay, the plant is said to be monoecious plant because it consists of both the unisexual flowers. Okay, both the unisexual flower present in the single plant means condition is called as monoecious. Okay, unisexual flowers. Now naturally in this plant, the flowers can perform only cross pollination because all of them are unisexual. So this is one of the fundamental condition. Okay, then it is called as geitonogamy. If the pollination takes place between the flowers of the same plant, is called as geitonogamy. Okay, here make it very clear. Okay, here I would like to write here genetic similarity exists. Genetically the two flowers are uniform. Except between the reproductive factors, otherwise they are similar. And another one is, this is flower of one species and this is flower of another species. So in the self pollination to take place, the bisexuality, the flower should be bisexual. That is the fundamental condition, bisexual flower. Okay, it should be bisexual flower, then only self pollination can take place. Okay, here monoecious plant means definitely cross pollination only take place within the flowers of the same species. Now here you see, okay, this is plant A and this is the plant B. Okay, both of them belonging to the different plants, and pollination take place between them, then it is called as cross pollination. Are you clear? So probably this is a true cross pollination, and here it is called as xenogamy. Xenogamy. Are you clear? So we finished the types. Okay, chasmogamous, clistogamous, self-pollination, autogamy, cross-pollination, allogamy, under which geitonogamy, xenogamy. We finished. Okay, now we are going to study about one more small unit. Okay, what are the adaptation plants develop in order to plants developed in order to perform self-pollination? Some plants are adapting themselves for the self-pollination. Okay, so what are those adaptation? That is what we are going to discuss here. What are the adaptations in order to perform what pollination? Self-pollination. Are you clear? So first one is clistogamy. Clistogamy itself an adaptation, because the flower is always closed, even at its maturity it will not open, so it is called as adapting itself to the self pollination. Very clear? Here they are giving example. Okay, Camelina bengalensis, okay, clistogamy. And another one is viola, another one is oxalis. So these are adapted to the what pollination, that is adapting themselves to the self pollination. And here I would like to give some more information about Camelina bengalensis. Here it consists of, this is the soil surface, this is the plant. Okay, in the aerial part of the plant it gives out flower. They are brightly colored. So they are meant for insect pollination and also cross pollination. And the underground rhizome produce flowers. Are you clear? These are flowers. Okay, and these flowers are clistogamous flowers. Okay, and they are meant for self fertilization, and they are dull colored. Okay, so the coloration of the flower itself, that is, it is to attract. Suppose it is by insect pollination taking place, so it is brightly colored. There is no insect pollination. Even if you take wind pollinated flowers, they are dull colored. Are you clear? So this is one of the adaptation for self pollination. The same way viola and oxalis also. Now let us go to the second adaptation. It is called as homogamy. The second adaptation is called as homogamy. Homogamy. Are you clear? So what is homogamy, if you ask that question? Okay, now this is one flower, pollen grain, stigma. Okay, the maturity of pollen grain and maturity of stigma, otherwise maturation of male reproductive system and female reproductive system take place at the same time. Then it is called as homogamy. So naturally what can take place? Self pollination alone can take place. Mature at the same time. Are you clear? It favors the self pollination. Okay, say example 7 o'clock in the morning, both matures. Surely, okay, more possibility for self pollination. Okay, example Mirabilis jalapa. Okay, number 2, Catharanthus roseus. Are you clear? Next one is incomplete dichogamy. So these are the adaptation we are discussing which favors the self pollination student. Okay, so you should know where you are studying. Okay, you should not miss the link of the main topic. Okay, incomplete dichogamy. Incomplete dichogamy. Okay, dichogamy means here homogamy. Okay, both male reproductive system and female reproductive system mature at the same time, but here they mature at the different time. That is the reason why it is called as dichogamy, but it is incomplete. But it is incomplete. So this is one flower, this is one flower, and this is another flower. This is another flower. Now mostly, okay, this flower pollen grain matures at 7 a.m. and here it matures at 10. Very clear? Here it is matures at 10 a.m. and this flower female reproductive system matures at 10 a.m. and this flower stigma and female reproductive system mature at 7 a.m. So naturally cross pollination should take place. But this is dichogamy, but it is incomplete. Okay, in some flowers, okay, matures male reproductive system and female reproductive system mature at the 7 a.m. here. Here it is 10 a.m. So self pollination, it favors the self pollination, so it is called as incomplete dichogamy. So here with this concept here we are ending our video, students. So far we discussed about pollination and introductory 3 concepts. After that, classification, chasmogamy and clistogamy, self pollination, cross pollination. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, students.